Operation Sindoor, strategic initiative for neutralizing destructive opponents with overwhelming retaliation. As the name suggests, this operation has been conducted and is still going on in a discreet and deliberate manner, aligned with national objectives with precision and professionalism. India's action is a retaliation to defend itself from the continuous terrorist attacks by Pakistan. Why am I saying continuous? Let's go back in time, in history, and on this note, I would like to have some answers from the peacemakers crying on social media. Where were the social media peacemakers when Uri happened? When Riyasi, Pulwama, 2016 Pathankot attacks happened? Where were the intellectuals when 26/11 happened? 2001 Indian parliamentary attack, bombing of Akshardham, Delhi, Mumbai, Jaipur happened. Why hesitate to talk openly about the Barmula attack? Of course, the recent Pahalgam attack and many such attacks all over India. Pakistan Army has just killed our civilians and soldiers in the Poonch district in J&K and continuing to do so. Where's the cry for humanity now? Why no slogans of end war now? We gotta remember that it's not India who has initiated this war. India has all the right to defend itself, and that's what we are going to do to protect our homeland from the invaders, the perpetrators, and the culprits. And when we try to talk peace, let's not forget how many times our Indian government has tried to talk peace with the opponents, but every time it has got backstabbed. Just like now, as the opponents have violated the ceasefire deal with India. Just 3 hours from the ceasefire deal, Pakistan again started violating the rules and attacking our cities like Uri, Poonch, Mendar, Sundarbani, RS Pura, Riyasi, Rajouri, Udhampur, Akhnur, Kathua, Naushera. They have been using drones sent by Turkey to attack India, and Turkey very conveniently has forgotten Operation Dost. Do I need to remind everyone what Operation Dost were? Well, talk about being ungrateful. Now you see the difference. Our Indian army is only attacking the terror camps, the air bases as listed in the pic here, whereas their oppressive army is attacking our civilians, our temples, our gurudwaras, our cities. Well, as it seems, this war is clearly between soldiers and cowards. And when I'm talking about Pakistan Army, let me remind everyone that even the good Samaritans of Pakistan are thoroughly fed up of their oppressive, regressive and tortuous regime. Not many people are supporting their own army, and it is very evident that they also want peace, but unfortunately are stuck with this army. When it comes to Pakistan's defense minister, all I can say is, well, it's all over the social media. Of course, how can I not talk about social media influencers, Bollywood celebrities, some random vloggers who are absolutely keeping silent on this crucial topic, wherein I expect Pakistani actors and influencers and others to obviously support their own country, as I'm showing you the slides here, standing by their own nation despite knowing the fact that their country has done wrong and initiated harm to our country, India. But hey, why should I even keep an anguish with them? It's their trait. Jis thali mein khaya, usme ched bhi kiya. I'm not even surprised. But what is my concern is when our own people are playing diplomacy even in this scenario. Are the big names, so-called big names, Bollywood actors, so-called celebrities are quiet in this specific situation, because I think for them it's all about money, fame, views and followers. They just can't afford to lose the followers who come from across the world, and they don't want to offend anyone even though they put the reputation of their own country at stake. I'm sure we all remember how the Indian actress Deepika Padukone supported the Tukre Tukre gang at JNU while promoting her movie Chhapak 2-3 years ago. Do we remember? Yes, that's a problem because we forget. But trust me, people like me, and I'm sure across this channel, there are a lot of people who remember exactly what has been happening. So where is she now? Why keep silent? And where are her contemporaries? Where's her husband, who's famous for weird antics and has been openly called out by fellow actor Pariniti Chopra? Is social media only about being ostentatious, about your abs, about your designer clothes, especially to those who can't afford them? Is it? Or you can very well utilize your social media for concrete objectives. All I can say is these Indian actors should at least learn how to be true to one's own country through their Pakistani fellow colleagues, who, despite knowing the fact that their country is at fault, who attacked us first, playing the religious card, are still very honestly and shamelessly rather supporting their own country. Well, they are being true nationalists, but what about us? And when we are talking entertainment industry, I would any day applaud the courage and the guts of actors like Hina Khan, Falak Naz, Harshvardhan Rane, Anupam Kher, Kangana Ranaut, who have openly spoke their heart out and have always supported their own motherland, irrespective of caring about views and followers. Well, that's the spirit of a true Hindustani. At this point, it would be unfair if I not mention someone like Adnan Sami. I think he obtained Indian citizenship in 2016 or so. I'm not too sure, but all I can say is really hats off. You are proving to be more Indian than a lot of Indians. Keep that spirit up and welcome to India. It's high time when we think about idolizing these entertainers, we should always analyze, scrutinize, because we all have our critical thinking. You choose whether you want to idolize these kind of people or someone like Colonel Sophia Qureshi, Wing Commander Vyomika Singh, Kiran Bedi, Sushma Swaraj, Draupadi Murmu, Rani Lakshmi Bai, Nazia Ilahi Khan, Miss Karima Baloch, Yalda Hakim, and many more like them. So to all the Arfa Khanums, Neha Singh Rathors, Rana Ayubs, Vaishna Roys, who only believe in crying fake tears of peace and have biased opinions, I would like to tell you all, either support the country you live in or live in the country you are supporting. Period. Moving ahead, at this time, it is great to see our national political leaders unite, showcasing true nationalist spirit. Aditya Yogi Nath has always been very straightforward and unbiased towards his policies. Mr. Owaisi has once again spoken sense, and I have noticed in him that he always stands by his country, India, whenever international affairs matter. I remember his speech from olden times where he told Pakistan very clearly not to divide us on religion basis and that we can deal. I'm quoting him. He actually said that we are brothers, we can deal our internal problems like a family. We don't want any interference from Pakistan. And that was his speech in Uttar Pradesh, I remember a few years ago. That is really commendable. Mr. Rahul Gandhi has surprised me a bit pleasantly, but I would like to say he's the same guy who had blamed RSS for 26/11 attacks, whereas we all know who was the real culprit and he got punished rightly so. But this time he definitely had applauded our Indian army and he had stood by very strongly our country. Very good, and I hope he keeps the same mentality moving ahead, which I slightly doubt, but time will tell. Even though our national leaders might differ from each other nationally on national issues, national politics, because after all the five fingers in your hand are not same, but it is a great pride to see them uniting together when it comes to national crisis. And on this note, how can I not thank my Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, under whose leadership India is only soaring high. It's his strategy, smart tactics and unity that is all binding us together. It won't be unfair to say that India is indeed witnessing a very strong leader in the form of Modi ji as our Prime Minister, and I wish him all the good health and luck. Internationally also, India is getting tremendous support. I'm very happy to see the international support which is coming towards our country from so many different nations. To quote Amjad Taha, who is the political strategist and analyst of UAE, Operation Sindoor is not just defending India, it is defending humanity. Through my platform of YouTube, I would like to sincerely thank my Indian Army, Indian Navy, Indian Air Force for taking care of us, keeping us safe. Even though I'm far away from India, but I'm very rest assured that my family members are safe, my friends are walking freely on the streets. For me, you all are the real heroes. On this note, I do fathom that some of my Pakistani friends, colleagues, and perhaps viewers might not welcome my thoughts and expressions at this topic or at this moment or maybe forever. But do you think I can be your genuine friend or colleague or an acquaintance if I can't genuinely stand for my own nation, for my own country? In this situation, like you are supporting your own country, it is my moral duty to be with my country. After all, nation first, isn't it? As an Indian, we must show our courage, our ultimate guts to voice out our opinions for our country. Trust me, every voice matters, every opinion matters. If you can't join the army, speak up. If you can't donate for the army, speak up and defend your own motherland. I would like to end this podcast and my opinions by saying that when tolerance crosses the limit, intolerance becomes dharma. Jai Hind, Vande Matram, Hindustan Zindabad.